I just watched the first trailer for the upcoming Ghost of Tsushima sequel, The Ghost of Yotei, and honestly, it looks freaking good. Just like its predecessor, it's beautiful. The combat looks similar. I guarantee the story will be deep like the first game, but yet, some people that are adjacent to my circle, quote-unquote, on YouTube and social media are jumping to call the game woke and crap all over it.
Why would you do that?
Seemingly, it's because of the female protagonist. I'm honestly facepalming extremely hard over all of this, and I'll give my analysis and opinions, along with going over a couple of articles on the subject. This is Marks on Games, and today we're talking about if the internet critique of wokeness is going just a tad too far with the Ghost of Yotei. Now, let's get into it. I still have yet to beat Ghost of Tsushima. First, it was splitting my time between gaming, writing my fantasy novel, brainstorming and outlining for a second fantasy novel, working on my YouTube and Rumble channels, catching up on shows and movies I'm interested in, spending time with my wife and family, and, oh yeah, I work 40 plus hours a week at my real job. For those that think I make a living off of this and try to own me about it, that's not true. This is just a hobby for now.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. No. Is totally made up. Pure fiction.
But either way, I would say that Ghost of Tsushima is my favorite game that's come out in the past 10 years. I'm not saying it is the best game, but I'm saying that it is my favorite, so don't at me.
Off is a direction you can
That being said, I've been anxious to see if this award-winning game would get a sequel and what it would look like. That's where Ghost of Yotei comes in. Before we get into my opinions on the supposed backlash, let's take a look at the first article from that Park Place. Ghost of Tsushima sequel receives mixed reactions from gamers as game features female protagonist.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Reactions to the announcement of Ghost of Yotei, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, were mixed following its reveal at PlayStation's State of Play. The protagonist, Atsu, a female warrior, stirred discussions, with some praising the shift to a new character and era, while others lamented the absence of Jin Sakai.
I am in incredible pain.
The game, set in the early 1600s, offers firearms alongside melee combat and explores new areas like Hokkaido. Fans debated the change, with some excited about the anthology direction, while others expressed frustration with what they saw as a forced girl boss narrative.
Boy. Here we go.
Supporters, however, noted that Ghost of Tsushima had earned respect for its cultural authenticity, and many have faith that Ghost of Yotei will live up to its predecessor's quality. The conversation touched on themes of strong female characters, well-written stories, and respect for Japanese culture. I wanted to focus on this one specific X post by Az from Heel vs. Babyface, who said, quote, Ghost of Tsushima was an excellent game, beautifully presented with wonderful characters and a strong driving narrative. Some of those stories involved people that think or act differently from ourselves, but when told well and in good faith, those stories can work well. Ghost of Tsushima was very well received by gamers and the country of Japan, who were so impressed with the respect shown that the Western developers were honored as ambassadors on the island itself. High praise indeed. I expect Ghost of Yotei to be no different. Sucker Punch have set themselves a high bar in terms of quality and expectation. I trust they want wholeheartedly to follow through on that. Gamers don't hate female protagonists nor female characters. They hate badly written characters and stories in general. They hate insincerity and forced ideologies where they shouldn't fit or belong. I, for one, am looking forward to this sequel, and I expect it to be, at the very least, of the same quality as its incredible predecessor, end quote.
Give me a hell yeah!
I point to that particular post for two reasons. One, Az has been known to fly off the handle about anything that even has a hint of wokeness or leftist Western politics in it. He's famously been an extremely harsh critic and is super rough on media, which, to each their own, but I'm just saying. Two, he is 100% correct on this post. For everyone out there shouting,
"Oh my gosh, a whammon! Ghost of Tsushima went woke, bro."
That's some beta incel energy and makes the people with legitimate gripes look stupid.
Beta!
Giving the left a giant club to beat all of us with. It also gives them excuses to go, they're all sexist pigs. Let's ignore all of their concerns. Not saying they wouldn't do that regardless, but we don't need to give them more fodder.
Take a big step back and literally your own face!
Moving into the next article from that Park Place, this one might actually be a legitimate gripe. However, I don't think it will affect the game in any way, or at least I hope not. Ghost of Yotei protagonist is voiced by radical activist Erika Ishii, who thinks the police are white supremacists and supports T-gender ideology.
Okay, you don't want any of that, okay? You don't want that to happen.
Ghost of Yotei protagonist Atsu is voiced by radical activist Erika Ishii. You can tell she's a radical activist by the side head shave and by not trying to appear girly at all. The studio expressed excitement about Ishii's involvement on X, while Ishii is noted for her strong activist stances, including support for body mutilation within the black T-gender community, along with her promotion of the nonprofit For the Squirrels. Her social media activities indicate a commitment to various causes, including advocating for black justice and emphasizing T-gender rights, while critiquing perceived systematic racism within law enforcement.
May God have mercy on us all.
In addition to hiring Ishii, Sucker Punch also welcomed Thomas Hart as their new community manager. Hart previously defended Sweet Baby Inc. amidst controversy, expressing frustration over public misunderstanding about game development.
Why?
His support for controversial subjects and his role at Sucker Punch seem to align with the studio's current cultural positioning, as both he and Ishii engage in discussions around representation and activism within the gaming community. Now, I will solidly sit here and say, f*** both of those people and everything they champion.
I almost forgot. Go f yourself.
That gets a full-throated declaration from me. I'm also hoping that while these two are radical morons who, in my opinion, shouldn't be anywhere near this game, or any other game for that matter, I'm hoping and praying that they won't adversely affect it. Look, the bottom line is that I am as radically against all of this ideology as much as anyone you could possibly name. I'm unapologetically opposed to all of it and will continue to put out content dogging on it any chance that I get.
Oh, you people can kiss the fattest part of my ass.
But at the same time, like with my review of episodes 1 and 2 of Agatha All Along, I try to be fair. I will pay attention. I will keep up with this game. I will eventually play it. And just because a few people involved with the studio and the game itself are radically woke and ignorant, and just because the protagonist of the game is a strong female character, I'm not going to automatically call this woke and root for it to fail.
Nope.
I hope my online brothers and sisters in arms will join me in that. Let's at least play the waiting game and give it a chance. Hey, at the very least, it can't be any worse than what Assassin's Creed Shadows will be, right? Comment with your thoughts on all of this. Are you looking forward to Ghost of Yotei? Did you enjoy Ghost of Tsushima? Do you have any fears about leftist political ideology corrupting this game? Or do you think it will be another solid game from Sucker Punch? Let me know down in the comment section. As always, the links to the articles I covered can be found in the video description. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. This has been Marks on Games, and we'll see you next time.